in my opinion. Sounds hard to do. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how hard it would be to do. Oh no, ace for the first chase. I don't know about this. We do have bamboozle though. Really? You split from there really quick. Is it because you've got windows and you knew this were here? Perfect dead hard? No. Interesting, okay. A weaker than normal ace, question mark? Or just a misplay and now you're going to be a god next time? Well, I guess we'll see. The hell? How are you running so fast? Was that sprint burst? Alright, remind me to look at Meg if she has sprint burst, alright? Because that has to be sprint burst, she was running well fast. So they're going to want to come this way. Like this direction, I can feel it. Yep. I knew. Can misdirect here. Then misdirect again. Wish I have him here, it's dead zone. Perfect misdirection. Still get him though. But that was pretty much the best misdirection you can do, I would say. He got the most distance he could from that situation. Hugging the wall, smart. Get rid of the... Ah, fuck's sake. I'm going for this guy. He's off to some safe loops. I wanted to get rid of the pallet, but he didn't do that, so we'll just go for this guy. Who's most likely going to be here, I would assume? Yeah. Position, beautiful. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. That's one thing people do when they go against Pig. They just seem to think that Pig's going to leave them alone while they're injured. There's Meg again. I don't know what Meg's doing. Does she have Metal Man? Meg has Metal Man. Window? One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll check this one and this one maybe. Oh, cool. Never mind. A weak ace. Very rare. Very, very rare. Yeah, Metal Man, I'm thinking, yeah, on the Meg. Wait. Scratch marks confuse me. Silvery traps. One out already. Looking good. Not the best free gen, but it is one. Can they see me from here? They can't, so I might be able to sneak up on these. Wait. No. Drop a medkit there. How many of them? There she is again. She dropped the medkit, I think. Bum, 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 bum. He seems the smartest looper, so I'm not going to bother with him. He did really good misdirection. He ran to a really strong position. There's the dead odd bit. Yeah, you can get into quite a weak position versus Pig if she plays it right when you've got a trap on. Because she knows you need to get the trap off. And a lot of people stay injured while doing so. So it can be a lot stronger than people think if you're using tactics, obviously. Okay, he knows I'm here, so there's no mind game here. But there is for the person going for the save, you see. She's not going to run here, is she? There's Meg again. I'm thinking she has sprint burst. This girl's probably gone over there, this one. I'd say that's a good guess. Yep. And she'll be injured now, positioned. There's the dead out, dead out. Dead out. Maybe she doesn't have it. Oh, she's Metal Man. Well, that's not ideal. That is not ideal. Alright, let's see. We might need to leave her again. See what loop she goes to. If it's a loop I can get her at, I'll try. If it isn't, I just leave her. Maybe break a pallet and then leave her. Alright. Sadly, she went near the pallet. Maybe get the double back into the window. Mind gamer. I think she waited long enough there. Yep. So there, I was putting into her head like a little story. The story were, I was around the loop, and then I started moving away, i.e. the terror radius went. So she got kind of confused. She was like, is it staying here? I think it's staying here, but it might not be staying here. And that little confusion gave me the tiny bit of distance that I needed to get her before she got to the pallet. Pop. Our last guy was over here. We finished the gen, so we know he's over at this direction. Wait for the save. Smart. She's got that ticking now, so she's going to be panicking even more. He saw me once again. I think she's gone over here. No, she went straight over here. Okay. Now she's mending as well, so she's in a really bad state. He's going to go for the save. Probably go for the body block, I'm assuming. If he don't, I'll be able to get a mend on her. Yeah, she has sprint burst. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alright, so they need to get the traps off, and they need to mend. Which is a bad situation for them. More so the Feng. No one's there. So we're looking for the Feng now. There she is. She's healing. Oh no, she needs to mend. Yeah. So she got herself to a position where if she didn't mend, she would just get downed. So she had to stand still and mend, thus making a completely out position, thus giving me a free down, you see? If you play with strategy with a lot of killers, you can do a lot better. But if you try to play as you used to, you know, before MMR, before all these really bad changes, you're going to get fucked a lot of times. Meg doesn't need to get the trap off right now, but she probably still will. Are you here? No. 2 gens left only, by the way. I mean, once again, case in point, right? One person killed himself on the second stage, and the other chasers have pretty much been, I don't know, pretty much like quite good. And there's 2 gens here. There she is. Swim burst? But where to? Window? Yeah, and then what? Let's look at this gen as well. What are you on? 50%. So, 1.5 gens left. With 1 person killing himself on the second stage. And pretty much the chasers not really even being chasers. Yeah. Doable, but as you can see, it's getting more ridiculous as time goes on. She should hit up another box. Yeah, possibly. How was MMR a bad change? MMR never is too good for games because it forces metas and forces playstyles, and it makes the games become more samey. But they still can do it okay, but the way the devs have done it is probably the worst way you physically can. So they aren't rewarding MMR, they're using it as a way to kind of push the better players away from the good. That's already bad. They're balancing on the weakest players for MMR, and they're also balancing on the weakest players for MMR, and they're also balancing on one of the least fun aspects of the game, which is the kills, not the hooks, for the balance of it. So they're balancing on kills, they're balancing on the lower level of kills, and they are not rewarding it either. keeping it hidden. So that's probably why, in my opinion. That's like my conclusion on it. Have a good one, Goover. But, you know, we work out strategies. If you want to win with Killer, you work out how to do it. Until they make it physically impossible. And if they ever do that, then, I think the game dies at that point, right? If they make it where no matter how hard you try with Killer, you're going to lose. Or you're going to draw. The game will probably die at that point, right? Because I can't see too many good players wanting to play to constantly lose and draw no matter what. And that's going to force good survivors to then go against medium to lower level killers. And then medium to lower level killers will realize what all the top killers have been talking about. And they'll probably leave as well. And then it'll be like this snowball effect. And then the lobby times will be too long. And yeah, I think that'll be the end. If it ever got to that point. That's what I see. Because at the moment, there's a lot of people getting kind of, what's the word? Protected against the better players with their MMR. They feel it a bit sometimes when the buffer goes lower, because the devs had to do that because there were less killer players playing, it looks like. But you won't get it all the time. If you get it all the time, then yeah. I guess we'll see. I'm going to try and get this one. It's quite a safe palette, but I can Bloodlust. Yeah. This guy was the better looper, I told you. Yeah. Yeah. And I was healed. What do you think about the new perk that's going to make Sprint Burst meta? I don't think it's going to make Sprint Burst meta. I think if you're going to use it smartly, you'd use the sprint off grabbing someone off the hook. Because you'll be able to get endgame saves quite consistently. Or if you even are going to use it, maybe people might not even use it. The perks, you know, the meta perks for Survivor already are really good. Yeah, he was solid. More of a meta build as well compared to the others. I could tell he was good, man. When my first chase versus him, when he was doing the misdirection, when he was out position, told me everything. He actually gained distance on me.